kind of appropriate for tonight. Carmen's already mentioned the importance of the guest conductor auction for the symphony. And this year, as you probably know already, we've had 2 candidates. In former years, we've had 3 candidates, but this started, I think, early summer, where you saw lots and lots of activity, and so there's been a lot going on. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of, I'll call it, friendly competition. If you saw some of it, I think he said that he wanted to beat her by $1, and she said, came right back, well, I want to beat him by $2. So there's, you see this theme of friendly competition, and that's been great. Matter of fact, when I read that, I wasn't sure. I thought I might be reading about one of the Republican presidential debates. Anyway, with nothing else, I'd like to introduce the first candidate, Mr. Duane Gordon. Dwayne, here he is. Dwayne is the director of the Middletown Community Foundation, and has been active in the community. I think you're also president of the Kiwanis. I noticed his campaign theme was Flash Gordon, and kind of fits in with the theme tonight. Goes back a few years, as a matter of fact, and I'm sure nobody in the audience goes back this far, but I did look. It was that comic strip was first originated in 1934. So anyway, a little history here tonight, but congratulations.
Thank you. You know, I tried to put on my tuxedo for tonight, and the only part that still fit was the tie. So that's what I'm wearing with just a regular black suit. And then once you hear the song that I'm about to do, I also thought about calling up Fran and asking if I could borrow her outfit from a few years ago. But thought the better of that too. But I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, and thank everyone who contributed to my campaign and also who came to our events. I hope everyone had a good time. We had a blast putting them all together, and I especially want to thank the members of my committee who worked so hard on everything and raised a lot of money, hopefully $1 more than Libby raised. But we were chaired by Doug Bean, who unfortunately could not be here tonight. He had another event in Oxford that is the annual big fundraiser for Julie, who he calls his main squeeze, so he was required to attend. But he did a great job as our chair of the committee. I also want to thank our co-treasurers who did an excellent job keeping all the money straight. Janet Crawford, who's here tonight, and Ellen Paxson, who's here as well. And also the committee members themselves, each of whom put in a lot of effort and helped us out a great deal. Mary Ellen Kleiner, Roger Connor, Kelly Cowan, Roger and Bonnie Daniel, Matthew Dixon, Nita Driscoll, Bob and Sharon Flagel, John and Penny Herr, Joe and Linda Hudak, Jay and Linda Moorman, who donated use of their facilities at Beauvais Stained Glass Studio, not just for 1, but 2 huge events there, and all of the people in the building helped out, so we thank them as well. Kip Moore, Larry and Kathy Mulligan, Larry and Kristen Mulligan, Jamie Murphy, Barb Orth, Mike Sanders, Adrian Shearer, Mike Scorty, who I think is the one who came up with the Flash Gordon theme for the committee, so I have him to thank for my new nickname that everyone's calling me now. Charlie Schaefer, and I'd like to thank all of the crew at Middletown Lyric Theater. They put together the entire meal, donated it, fixed it, served it, cleaned up after it for our Halloween gala, and that was a delicious meal and a huge endeavor on their part. JC and Anita Shue, Pam Steiniger, Melissa Taylor, and Mary Dees Wardley. So we had a great committee who put together a lot of wonderful events, and everyone had a great time. I also want to thank everyone who came in costume for our Halloween gala. That was a big blast. You got to see the mayor of Middletown in a pink bunny suit, and the mayor of Trenton in a sexy Catwoman suit, and all sorts of people making fools out of themselves for a good cause. So you can't ask for much more of that. The selection I chose for tonight, in my position, I expected at some point I was going to have to do the conductor auction. And I said no the first year, and said no the second year, and said no the third year. So finally I said yes, but the condition I had decided on was I wanted to conduct a Dolly Parton song. And wouldn't you know, there just aren't very many orchestral scores of Dolly Parton songs. But thankfully Carmen did find a string arrangement on one and put the parts out throughout the orchestra so that we have a good performance for you tonight. But this song was a special one to me. Those who don't know, my hobby in my spare time is I run Dolly Parton's fan website. And so I go down to Dollywood and cover her appearances there, and concerts and things. And she jokes that I know more about her than she does. And one other time the mic went out when I was asking a question, and she said, "Oh, that's okay, you're like me, you've got a big mouth, you don't need a microphone." But this song that I'm going to direct tonight was written actually about a year before I was born. And when I was 3 years old, my parents took me to my first concert, which was Dolly Parton, and this was the song that closed that show, and she still closes most of her concerts with it tonight, to this day. And I hope you enjoy it. I'd like to leave you with the words of the third verse of this song, that I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you ever dreamed of. I wish you joy and happiness, but above all this, I wish you love. Thank you.
second candidate really needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce Mrs.